Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ashley with AA Horsemanship, and I'm starting a new series. It's going to be creating the ultimate kids horse, or the goal to create an ultimate kids horse. We'll see how Snickers does. I bought Snickers as a project horse. She's a little POA pony. She's about 6 years old. We believe she might be 4. She's going to go to the vet, and we'll get it all taken care of. As you can tell, she's pretty spooky. I keep a fly mask on her because she has pink around her eyes and on her nose, and I don't want her to get cancer. Obviously, she's not as easy to put a bunch of sunscreen on 24/7, and I like to protect them anyways with sunscreen and a fly mask. Anyways, let's get this thing started. So she needs her feet done. She's very reactive. She doesn't allow you to catch her, and basically just overall not a broke horse. So I'm going to go ahead and start teaching her how to be caught. So first off is we're going to start a gas pedal. So as soon as I point, I want her to go. So the minimum I would like is a trot. And I actually like that right there. I went to go adjust the camera, and she actually stopped and looked at me. That's actually a really good thing when horses don't like to be caught. You never hear anybody say, man, that horse was looking at me the whole time, and he backed up the whole entire pasture, and I could just not catch him. Usually, if somebody can't catch the horse, it's their butt was faced at me, and they hauled butt and took off. So we're going to teach her 2 eyes are better than 2 heels, and the first to do that is our gas pedal. So she's loping pretty nicely. We're just going to, as soon as I point, I want her to go. So there it is. So it's point, cluck, spank. Now I stepped in front of her and I back up. And then I'm going to teach her to look at me and turn just like that. So the first time you didn't get to see it on the video because I don't have a wide enough camera. But she actually turned her butt to me. And so I got onto her, fixed the problem, and I released the pressure as soon as she did correctly. So she looked at me, I released it. There we go. That's perfect. Now, ideally, I do like how she's loping off, but I wouldn't be mad if she trotted off. I'm going to rest her, basically, where I'm not going to push her because she did look at me. And I usually do that for rest them for about 2 laps around. And you don't want them to be walking or stopping because that's releasing pressure outside. Eventually, I'm going to bring her in and rest her that way. But she did cut before I asked her, so I'm just going to set myself back up for success, get in front of her, back up, and just ask again. So she's not allowed to turn when she wants. She has to listen to me. And I'm not going to get too big onto her because she did look and face at me, turn and face at me. But at the same time, I want her to look at me as a leader, not her being the leader. So I have to stop that by doing this round penning. So we get in front. And now I just want her to stop and look at me. So I'm just pulling the pressure away by walking away. That's really good how she walked forward. Now she's a little eerie. Ideally, I'd want to stay in round penning a little bit more, but for y'all's sake, I don't want to keep y'all here waiting and watching me do this over and over again. So we're going to fast forward it and go on. So basically, I'm trying to draw my horse into me. So she's looking at me and I pull that pressure away. Let me see if I can get some better video here where you can actually see her. So that's good there. Okay, so watch here. So I'm drawing her into me. She's looking at me. Ears are perked forward. She's watching me. I'm walking away from her. And I'm just going to zigzag towards her. And when I get close to her, I'm not just going to jump on her and grab her. I'm going to see if she'll let me just walk past her. So she got a little spooky, so let's fast forward onto this. Okay, so unfortunately right here you don't actually get to see the horse, but I want you to watch what I'm doing with my hand. So a typical predator thing to do, especially when you can't catch a horse, is you run at them and grab them and put the halter on lead rope and halter on as quickly as possible. I want you to watch how I'm creeping up to her. So I'm kind of warning her, my hand's coming, and I don't want her to turn her butt to me, but this is going to be okay because obviously she's not going to be perfect right now unless I was to rope her. So I'm not going to grab her. Okay, she went, and I'm just going to do the same thing. So basically, the predator thing to do is attack, attack, attack. I want to retreat, and I want to ask her permission for me to come and put the lead rope on. And this is going to take a couple days of consistency. You're not going to have amazing results in day 1. Of course, you're going to have good results, but you have to keep doing this consistently and teach them that you're not here to kill them, which is really what's going on in their brain. Horses are prey animals. We are predators. Obviously, 2 and 2 don't go together. We have to figure out a way to communicate effectively with them to teach them that we're not here to kill them. We're here to train and have fun with horses, and they can look up to us as a leader. So I'm walking away, and this is getting really good. If you watch, she's actually getting closer to me. So I'm just going to stand there, and now I'm going to, okay, I'll correct it right here. There. And I'm just going to correct it again. There. And I turn away. I'm not turning away as fast as I would like to. But I am turning away. So the faster the better. So we're just going to keep playing this side-to-side game. And it's really good that she's actually turning and facing me. Not once. Oh, there she goes with her butt. I was going to say not once did she ever turn and offer to face that butt to me. So we fixed it right there. We'll see again. But that's really good that she's learned, okay, 2 eyes are better than 2 heels. We just needed a quick refresher. Okay, so here I'm releasing the pressure. I'm looking away. I'm kind of gradually looking at her, making sure she's not running off. If this is as far as you can get for day 1, that's really good because she's learning that 2 eyes are better than 2 heels. She's looking at me. Her ears are perked forward. She's listening. That's really, really good. So don't get angry if this is as far as you can go. You know, with Mustangs and stuff, I have to use a lasso to get them to get used to me, and you basically have to force them to understand you're not going to kill them. And it's not really a force. It's just you have that rope there as a lever to help be able to do the first touch and things like that. They've never been touched before. It's not anything that they know. You know, they're pretty scared, especially Mustang. They have the full instincts of they're wild. They have the full instincts of fight or run, fight or flee. So I'll go ahead and fast forward this because y'all don't want to see me just standing here. So now I'm going to actually creep towards her and watch my hand. Okay, she's not really sure about it. I'm going to stop and rest. What's the predator thing to do? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, you're almost there. No, stop and rest. Make her think a little bit. Now I'm going to creep up again. Okay, stop and rest. I'm going to fix it. She's looking at me. Rest. Walk up to her. Rest. Walk up to her and rest. She's a little iffy on it, but she kind of wants to learn. You can see it in her eyes. Hello. There we go. We're getting closer. Hello. Just creeping. Yeah. No. There, we walked away. Now, why did I walk away? Because she actually let me get near her. Now look at her. Curiosity killed the cat. It's coming. She's coming now, following behind me. She's like, where are you going? Where are you going? I thought you were going to get me. No, I just want to see what you were going to do. And then we go back at it. Okay, so same thing here. I'm creeping up, creeping up, creeping up. Slow steps, easing my hand up to her. And now I'm actually petting her. But instead of clipping on that lead rope, what do? I walk away and watch this. She's following now. We've hooked on. She's a little iffy on it, but hey, we're almost to the middle, and I want to rest her in the middle. Typically in a round pen, horses are more comfortable towards the outside of the round pen, so as close to the rail as they can get, because their pressure is coming on from the inside where you're standing. So the outside's where their buddies are. You know, you can see I have a couple horses out there. There's less pressure out there. They think that's the best thing in the world. So I'm going to release the pressure in the middle where I stand to teach her that I am the leader. I'm not going to kill her. That's the rest spot. So let's go ahead and continue fast forwarding and see if we can get her pulled into the middle with an actual lead rope. Okay, so now that she's actually letting me get near her, she's following me, I'm going to go ahead and either clip the lead rope or you can grab the halter. For this case, I'm going to go ahead and grab the halter so there's nothing else spooky jumping at her because I want her to get a positive experience with it. So I'm just going to kind of tug on it a little bit, and I'm going to go zigzag. So try and teach her to follow me. So I go to the side, then I'm coming back to the side, and my goal is to get to the middle of the ring. Once she's in the middle, I'm going to stop and I'm going to just pet over her eyes and on her face. This is really a good humbling thing for horses, especially over their eyes. They just relax super, super quick. So I'm not doing it rough. I'm just nice and gradually going over their face and over their eyes. She's going to be a little hesitant with me going over her eyes right now because that's taking away her seeing. So think about you, you can't speak my language and I'm coming up to you and covering your eyes. You're probably going to be a little freaked out, especially if you're a prey animal and I'm a predator. So we're going to work up to it. So you can see she's gradually getting better and we're just petting her and getting her used to humans. So there's no really telling what this horse's story is. She's a cheap project that I took on. She's cute. Perfect for a kid is the goal. I'm hoping to make her a nice little ultimate kids horse. So this is what the series is going to be over. She'll be with me for a while to ensure that she'll be safe enough for kids to ride. Blowing on their nose, things like that to get them to calm down is really great. But she's a real cute horse, a little POA. After we did this, I was able to trim her front feet. I was able to groom her a little bit, get her cleaned up. She's a lot more calmer, and so we're going to continue on with this series and teaching and show you the progress of her and creating the ultimate kids horse and the project horses that we take in, the rescues that we take in. The lady I got her from actually rescued her, so she was pretty skinny, skin and bones, and she did a really good job fattening her up. She still needs a little bit more groceries on her, but for the few months she's had her, she's able to put a lot of weight on her. So hoping I can find a really good home for her and get her a little kid that's going to love her and be able to use her. And she's really cute personality. So that's what we do first. I'm going to keep this short video. I've already gone 12 minutes. It's pretty long. Go ahead, short and sweet and simple. Teaching your horse to come into you, and we'll continue on with more videos. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.